Hello, Herman Deal, the real deal here. Today I'm going to eat, this is 85% cocoa chocolate. And let me tell you something. I love dark chocolate. I'm going to mix the dark chocolate with goat cheese. I know it sounds a little bit weird. Why would you mix dark chocolate with goat cheese? There are some very specific reasons why I would do that. Hmm. It's hot out here, starting to melt, but I want to eat these things together. Mm. Goat cheese, dark chocolate, it makes for a beautiful combination. Better than peanut butter and cheese. Better than milk and cereal. Way better than that. Because this is healthy. There's a very specific reason why I'm doing this. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop the video because I'm gonna sound like an idiot stuffing my mouth with goat cheese and dark chocolate. So I'm going to finish eating this. Now I'm going to explain the science behind why I do this, because the science is very important to know, very important for your health, for you to know why I'm doing this. So, for whatever reason, everybody loves to talk about how dark chocolate is great. If we look at this chart, lowers your risk of heart disease, more fiber, more iron, magnesium, copper, manganese, improve blood flow, and lowers blood pressure, higher in antioxidants than blueberries and acai berries. It even lowers LDL cholesterol. Huh. Well, I mean, this is all true. Dark chocolate is healthy, but there's a dark side to dark chocolate. Before we talk about the dark side, let's compare white chocolate, milk chocolate, and dark chocolate. If you look at the first items here, in terms of not calories, dark chocolate has more calories, which doesn't really matter, by the way. Protein has the same protein as milk chocolate, but potassium, about double the amount of potassium dark chocolate has compared to white chocolate. Phosphorus, more phosphorus than both white and milk chocolate. Fiber, more fiber than white and milk chocolate. So far everything looks great, right? Right? But here's the part that you never get told. In oxalates, and I'm going to explain oxalates in a second, but look how much higher. Now, oxalates are not a good thing. I'm going to explain them in a second, but they are bad. But look at how much higher the oxalates are. White chocolate only has like 1 milligram of oxalates. Milk chocolate has 5, but dark chocolate has 39. So way higher in oxalates. And that is not good. So oxalates are chemical irritants that plants create to defend themselves. Remember, plants and animals, they're both alive, obviously, but they play different survival games. An animal can run away or bite. A plant can't. So plants rely on chemistry. Oxalate are a part of that chemical defense strategy. We just went through D-Day, but these oxalate crystals remind me of like the D-Day defenses that the Germans had in France, to prevent troops from coming in, the American troops from landing on the beach, and to make it more difficult for them. But yeah, that's what this is. I mean, these things look sharp, they don't look good, and for many people, they could irritate the stomach. And here are some of the foods that are highest in oxalate defense chemicals. Of course, dark chocolate is there, but you can see also spinach. So many people love to talk about how healthy spinach is. And well, no, it has a dark side too. It's very high in oxalates, and your body absorbs it, not healthy. Black tea is also high in oxalates. Green tea is better, less oxalate. So just interesting that sometimes, just because the food has lots of vitamins and minerals, something like spinach, which a lot of people would say it's like one of the healthiest plants you could eat, they don't
say often that it's high in oxalate, and the oxalate is a defense chemical that can irritate the stomach and cause kidney stones. And there's a point of confusion here because kidney stones are actually made out of calcium oxalates. So a lot of people think, well, wait a second. If it's calcium oxalate stones, then shouldn't I decrease calcium? Shouldn't I eat less calcium to decrease my chances of getting kidney stones? And the answer is no, you should not. You should eat more calcium. Here's why. So here's why you want to continue to eat calcium. Calcium binds to the oxalates. If they're eaten together, so if you're eating the dark chocolate with the cheese, these are cheese crisps, which are great because you don't need to refrigerate them. Fantastic snack to carry around. No refrigeration required, but it's cheese. So anyway, if you eat the cheese with the dark chocolate, then in the intestines, the calcium binds to the oxalates. And what happens? That then binds together, gets digested, and gets pooped out. So you poop it out. But if you eat the dark chocolate by itself, then the body absorbs it into the bloodstream, the oxalates. Then the oxalates go to the kidneys and bind with calcium there. They bind with calcium outside of digestion, and that's where they form the calcium oxalate crystals. Because studies have shown that if you eat less calcium, you end up increasing your chances of getting kidney stones, despite the fact that they are calcium oxalate kidney stones. Look at it this way. It's kind of like, think of calcium as a bodyguard, okay? So if the bodyguard is there in digestion with the oxalate, it's going to absorb it, it's going to make poop, combine it with poop, and it gets pooped out. The calcium oxalate gets thrown out of your body. But if you eat the oxalates and the calcium is not being digested at the same time, then the oxalate's going to get absorbed and you're much more likely to get kidney stones. This is why also I might put dark chocolate I might eat it with sardines. I'll eat it with Greek yogurt. By the way, that's a beautiful combination. Dark chocolate and yogurt. Absolutely delicious. So this is the good thing. I didn't mean to bring you bad news that you should avoid dark chocolate because of the oxalates. I'm here to bring you good news. The bad news is that, yes, we have a thing called oxalates, which aren't good and make dark chocolate not as healthy as we think. But if you eat it with cheese, with sardines that have the bone and skin in it, lots of calcium, or with yogurt, then you're going to decrease the oxalate absorption and you're going to get the health benefits and the delicious taste of dark chocolate and not the downside of it. So I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll be back again next Monday with another video. And Thursday, I'll be out with Mr. Skeptical in the written portion. And stay tuned because I just recorded my first podcast. I'm going to have a podcast coming out soon. I'm going to call it Better Wealth and Health Podcast, where I'm going to be interviewing people. So that should be fun. Those are going to be coming out on Fridays. Maybe not every Friday, but every other Friday or something like that with the podcast. In any case, thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.